And many NGOs are doing this work. Let me acknowledge the great work that thousands of NGOs are involved in, and then religious groups. They're all doing it. It's a good, uh, I see there is a big change.
Uh, Gurudev, just taking this forward, today we find that we cannot do away without technology. We are all the time surrounded by the digital space, and it is a two-sided weapon. It can be used in a good way also, and it has its own challenges, and it is a distraction also. So what is your message for youth, that for a sustainable lifestyle, for a environmentally inclined and a conscious behavior, how we can leverage technology and digital tools?
Technology, today you see the cell phone has reached almost every nook and corner of the planet. I usually say my competitor is cell phone because I need to reach out to that many people to create the more awareness in them about happiness than people using cell phone. Technology need to be revisited again and again. And so if someone has come up with some new idea, and they cannot think that this will go on forever. They should know that this will be disrupted sooner or later, and so another technology will come. New innovations keep happening in the planet. As long as there is intelligence in mankind, technology cannot be stopped, and it will only go forward. Now, when a person has very narrow mindset, doesn't have compassion or empathy in him, then he can use technology for harming the society. You see, it's like you have a fan to keep you cool and warm, and if you are not in a good state of mind, you'll hang yourself with the fan. In Indian Institute of Science, they removed all the fan from the residential buildings to avoid, suicidal tendencies. I said, this is not an answer.
Fan was not responsible.
Fan is not responsible. But see, intelligent guys are committing this. In 1 month, 6 Indians of Science students. It's it's something to get into that university, into that institute is something. It's a big struggle. Having gotten in there, and then people committing suicide, it shows that we have seriously lacked in attending the mental health of our society.
Gurudev, you are truly an ambassador of, while we are all working for GDP, but you are working for the gross happiness index in the country, and thanks for that. Uh, Gurudev, taking this conversation forward, sir talked about millets and the food. I think we are in the grip of the modern medicine. While appreciating that modern medicine has done a tremendous help to have immunization, many good aspects, but at the same time, the reason where, as you pointed about the fan and the suicide, similarly where the lifestyle diseases, where the nutritional habits and our lifestyle is a reason, but people are only getting to the modern medicine alone. So in the context of Ayurveda, which considers as a food as the medicine and kitchen as the clinics, and the human being can doctor their own health. So from your experiences, what is the message, that how this behavioral dimension, life also talks about the behavior change, and the biggest resistance is that people know, they are aware that this is healthy, there's a more nutritional value. Still children today, they will only like certain foods because there's a image of those foods is created bigger. So how we can get to a healthier food, and we can have healthier and happier society?
you know, uh, that which is healthy doesn't taste good, and that which tastes good are not so healthy. This has been the narrative for last several decades, but now it has changed. There are healthy and tasty food also. That's the innovation that Ayurveda has. The very first chapter in Ayurveda is called Swastha Vritta, Swastha, about health. And it talks about dinacharya and rutucharya, what you need to do seasonally and what you need to do on a daily basis. And according to your nature, whether it's vata, pitta, kapha, what is the best type of food that your system can can assimilate and you feel better about it. So one should take an Ayurvedic nadi pariksha, get a checkup from the doctor and find out what is your type. And then they'll prescribe you what type of food is good for you. For example, if you are pitta type, they'll tell you don't fast more than 2 hours after sunrise. Then your pitta will go up and then your behavior will be erotic. You see, if someone is vata imbalance, then they are very jittery. They don't have focus, attention. You know, these are the symptoms that they come. A kapha type, manana, they have this tendency to postpone things. So then, what type of food these people should eat? This is all prescribed in Ayurveda. That's why Ayurveda is an invaluable science. Government of India is now trying to bring this goodness to other parts of the world. Unfortunately, the world has not yet accepted Ayurveda as one of the medical systems. So I feel that the world should not be deprived, the population of world should not be deprived of the goodness of Ayurveda. Whereas Chinese medicine is accepted. The insurance companies around the globe, they accept Chinese medicine, which is, I would say, is an offshoot of Ayurveda only. It's a boger who took the medicinal system, the Indian medical system from south, Siddha Vaidya to China, and they accept it. They honored that. So we have to do this. Bring the goodness of Ayurveda. Then you will see you can have tasty food, good food, and create that awareness. See, if your the attention deficiency is increasing not just among the kids, but even among the CEOs, CFOs, and even the workers in any setup. This is because of the impact of food. So proper food and a little bit of breathing exercise can help our planet have a better human resource.
Ajay, why don't we open it up to the audience? I'm sure lots of people have questions here.
Yes,
I
sir.
have a question. Gurudev, you've been speaking so much about creating awareness. But if you were to just look at the aware section of society, so to speak, where is the action? How are we creating the awareness to action? Because I think that is the link that is still missing because there's a lot of people who are sitting with that awareness. Uh, you know, Countries included. Look at the 100 billion climate finance that we have. We haven't reached that metric yet. And there are various, parameters you can talk about. So, but how is it that you can talk of, putting that action into play so that that awareness really leads to a sustainable lifestyle with all the.
I would say they have knowledge, but they are not acting. It's one thing you have knowledge. Second thing is you have empathy. You have that compassion for the world and you are caring for the planet Earth. That may be missing, you see. You may say, you may know this, yeah, necessary to have sustainable energy, but well, that's not mine. I will do what I need to do. And you can lecture others to have green energy and you can continue to have your own fossil energy. So this is, I would say this knowledge is there, but it's not translating into action because lack of that sense of belongingness with the planet. If you have a sense of belongingness, if you have ownership of the planet, like what we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, you can't but act.
How does one build that sense of belonging?
Stress-free, violence-free society can do that. When
Spiritually
we are
inclined.
stressed, when we are stressed, even we know we don't act on it.
So just a follow-on question to that. You talked about Gurudev, about mental health and its booming industry. What's your simple formula for abiding happiness? Very.
Why you want a simple formula for
Magic.
that?
I don't want to come complex. I mean, I believe it's a simple process. I think it's becoming more complex.
You see,
Navigate the
even when you
pathways.
go for dinner, you don't say, just give me only khichdi. That means you are sick, right? If you are healthy, what you'd say, I like little bit papadam, I'll have little salad, and you would like to go for it. You want a complex diet when you want to eat, but you want very simple thing when it comes to the most important aspect of your life. I think that's not fair. Yet I tell you, it is simple, it's not that complex. We need to attend to teach people some yogic techniques like breathing, meditation, and we are doing this. We have been teaching this for last 42 years. In India, it's been part of the induction program for all engineers. AICT has made it part of all the colleges, engineering colleges. When the students come in, they have to do this, learn this. Number one, also medical colleges are taking, many medical colleges. In America, 108 universities are giving out programs for credit. Like right from Stanford, everywhere there is Sky Breath for Campus. If you see Times Now last week, there is a happiness section in which they have said about just breathe, about Art of Living's work, how it has helped veterans, war veterans, and all that. So, if you can learn it for 3-4 days, then it's a do-it-yourself program. I call it a mental hygiene, like you have dental hygiene. Yeah.
I think we have a couple more.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for taking my question and also for your valuable words. My name is Khalil. I'm from Switzerland, and I'm the co-founder of Buy Food with Plastic. And we're also active in Bandung, in Mumbai. And what we do is we enable people to purchase a warm meal with 20 plastic bottles. And now we want to build up a manufactory, but it is so hard to bring in money from Switzerland. Maybe it's also a question to the audience. Do you have any answer on how, or could you in any way support us with that?
Absolutely.
That's
Anything that you do, you want to do to care for environment, we are there for you.
I have a question. It's a very perturbing thought process for me. I am from Luxembourg, and half of the year I live in Ghana in an extremely remote village without electricity and internet. Luxembourg is the richest country of the world. They have the best healthcare. They have all the cars in the world,
I
everything.
know.
And in Ghana, there is no electricity, internet. Everyone is happy. And in Luxembourg, gosh, you know, they have even catered the mental health as one of the government subsidized program and everything. How can, like, it's something coming back to the tribal thing which you were speaking. There is so much of happiness. There is they don't even do yoga practices or breathing practices. There is not as much anything there, but there is so much of happiness. They will drink, and I don't see violence in that part of the society as well. There is women equality. There is no violence. People are happy. So, I just wanted to, how can we learn from this side to that
You
side?
have already said, this awareness itself, yeah, money alone cannot bring you happiness, cannot buy you happiness. That's something you have to cultivate, and everybody is bestowed with this. And we need to learn from everyone. They are rich in some other aspect. People of Ghana are rich in some aspect. Luxembourg, they may be rich in another aspect. So, as a world family, we need to exchange our views, our ideas, and our lifestyles.
I have a question. You talked about depression, mental health, and empathy. Um, in a daily life as individuals, how can we uh, make that choice between instant gratification and long-term happiness? Um, how do we implement that in our action?
It is not an impossible feat to do. When you want to do it, you can simply do it. And there are tools and there are methods that has been available for you, today. It's all there.
Which is it possible to develop empathy and compassion if one does not meditate?
If you are if you are with the nature, as he said, like in Ghana, they have their culture, they have dance, they have faith, they have belief. Then they have a different spiritual flavor to their life. Then their compassion is there. For some, it is inherent in them. have come from their parents and grandparents. But I feel it may appear they are not doing. Somewhere the meditative state is happening to them naturally. But today you can practice that. You can bring it up in yourself. In a hustle and bustle of the cities, you need meditation much more than in a remote village there where they don't have much to do.
Gurudev, have you seen in the last 2 3 years a number of people becoming more spiritual has increased?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I feel every human being on the planet is spiritual. Sometimes they know, sometimes they don't know. But sooner or later they see. We are made up of both matter and spirit, right? Our body is carbohydrate, amino acid, protein, all that. Our spirit is made up of happiness, joy, compassion, love, integrity, honesty, all these values. And spirituality is that which brings these qualities in you up, make you blossom in
I
this.
have a question. I'm Indian, but I'm also part of Wings in Germany, who empower. And we are actually introducing in Germany, all the kindergarten school will have self-sustained economy. Like they will have their own electricity with solar panels and everything. They will try to create their own kitchen garden. And then the lady who actually introduced this, and they asked, "How do you know this will work?" And then she gave example of case study of Indian Gurukul system. So Germany, we are actually adopting. Do you think? And that's also very important because Germany is actually they don't know like how chicken is made, how food is made. They get in package. They have no connection, you know. So they also plan to see how chicken really looks like, you know. So and how millets are made and everything. So they learn actually from our instant culture. Do you think we can also do in India something like this? Like all the kindergarten and primary school will have solar panels or small kind of Gurukul
Yeah,
system.
you can come and visit our Gurukul. We have uh, recycled things. We have, green, from the kitchen waste, we make gas, and from that, the cooking happens. So you peel the banana peels are put for the gas, and then the banana is being cooked on the other side.
No, it's like
So,
policy for whole India. I mean, that's my wish. Like,
yeah,
For that, I think you have to ask the Niti Ayog about the policy, not the Gurudev.
Well, I think saying it is being introduced. If you look at the school curriculum today, a lot of these elements have been integrated. And Niti Aayog runs the Atal Innovation Mission. So you have these tinkering labs in schools, so that they bring in the renewable energy, technology, everything you said is so it's modernized. As Gurudev said, we've got to live with the times. We've got to sort of take the key elements of our living traditions and cultures, but we have to think ahead as well. So, and so it's a combination of sort of ancient, current, and modern. And yeah, and that's being scaled up.
thanks, wonderful. Good to know.
Myself, Vimal Govind, I'm from Kerala. We are a startup company called Gen Robotics. We started in sanitation to help people not to do manual stuff. But now we ended into health. But in health, we are facing a moral issue. Being a profitable, profit-oriented company, focusing on profit and also doing the task of helping the system. That is a kind of moral issue. In this specific aspect, can you just give us some guidance?
Tricky one.
well, you see, without studying any topic in depth, I don't comment on that. So I can't give you some comment which you can use it in some way, and then it can become a very different thing. So, but I would say if you have a moral goal, you should stick to that. You will have challenges. There will be many allurement to distract you from your main goal. But I would say, if it's me, I would say I would stick to the goals as far as possible till the last straw. Yeah,
Guruji, how do you define spirituality to a family person?
I just defined.
Thank you very much to all the people who have engaged so nicely. It did not become a monologue. It was truly a dialogue and truly interactive session. Thank you very much. You personify yourself, the lifestyle for environment, and there could not be a better person than you. And we have the person who is responsible for implementing life. So one who is having a vision, one who is having the action. So what a better combination than this. And thank you very much for joining this conversation.